Roma, I think we all agree they could really use Politano, but they came back with a win. And now...
Because of Spinazzola.
Irony of ironies. Now up next is Lazio. It's the Rome derby. Lazio, 11 wins in a row. And yes, too, I know you have many fans in Scotland who are like, oh, but Celtic won them. Yeah, with dubious refereeing and in the Europa League, which doesn't count for anything, so nobody cares.
I do enjoy how you describe Scottish fans.
But Celtic fans. But the point now is, I was looking ahead to their games. The Serie A record of consecutive victories is 17, right? All of Lazio's next games are either against beatable opponents or they're at home. They could break.
Well, you're counting Roma in this. You're counting the dead.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If they get past the derby.
Okay.
I mean, they do have Inter at home, but who knows? If they get past the derby, they could break the record.
I think Inter is a tough...
You've taken a couple of steps there with Roma and Inter. But, I mean, they are, it's not inconceivable. I mean, look, they already beat Juventus twice, so the idea that there's anyone in the league that they should sort of look at and think they can't beat is silly. They also... statistic that came to my attention just this weekend, I knew they'd had a lot of penalties. They had 13 penalties already this season. What's weird about it is that's one of the statistics that raises an eyebrow, because normally that'd be quite a lot to get in an entire 38-game campaign, let alone 20. But I don't remember scandalous ones. And certainly this weekend they got 2, and you're like, no, those are handballs. There's not a...
It was very clear.
Yeah. And
they whooped Sampdoria 5-1.
Yes. And that's, I think it's a byproduct of the football they're playing. They're so vertical. They're in opposition boxes so often. They have so many ways to unbalance you at the moment, and I don't know that this lasts for a whole campaign, and that's almost the thing which is I think going to determine a lot for them. At the moment it feels like a lot of opponents are a bit afraid of them. I think Samp were afraid of them, and that's, when you back off and let them play at you, they can do a lot.
What's strange about that is that Sampdoria had beaten Brescia 5-1 in the game before this. So coming into this game, you would have thought maybe they're turning a corner, maybe they're starting to find their confidence again. And to be so destroyed so early on, I mean, Lazio are known as the side that wins sort of in the last 15 minutes, right? But on this occasion, they won and basically wrapped everything up in the first half for sure. But right now, it's that they attack from everywhere, whether it's Lazzari and Joni this time, on the wings, whether it's through the middle with Milinkovic-Savic and Luis Alberto. I mean, 23 goals in 19 games for Immobile, only his second hat-trick since 2017.
But it's all in transition. I mean, this is the thing, right?
It is.
And that's what they do.
Great passes over the midfield.
So I'm trying to throw forward, I want to get your view on this, Mina, to the derby, right, where they're playing Roma, and Fonseca... They like to have the ball. They like to press high. On paper, this is, it's sort of two very, very distinct styles going at each other. I don't think either team necessarily will mind the way, like if they believe in their strength, I don't think they'll mind the way the opposition plays, because they'll feel that they can, if they execute properly, both teams will feel that they can exploit it. So I know derbies can be disappointments, but I think this is going to be good, right? I mean, the contrast in styles is what's going to make this...
I don't know if there is a contrast in style. I know that Fonseca's team in Roma is regarded as this team that holds possession, but we've seen them on several occasions adopt more defensive methods, sit deeper a little on occasion, and counter-attack when they have to. They do... I do think that they are a little bit more versatile than that. There is this occasion where they study the opponent and try to change themselves to make sure they can neutralise the threat. I don't know if they can neutralise Lazio's threat at the moment. I love Roma, and I think they're special under Fonseca. But, I'll be honest, they do have important injuries. I do think Zaniolo is a huge loss. I'm not entirely sure, with considering the physicality at the moment that Lazio have, that they can overcome this or neutralise that power. And I'm afraid that it's just going to be Roma sitting a little bit deeper.
Well, it'll be interesting, because I think what Gab's saying, I agree with. It doesn't mean that Fonseca will do it, but if you wanted to stick to your ideological guns, you could make a case for it, which is that, Lazio do distribute from deep and play fast in the transition. Yeah. So if you press them high, maybe you can disrupt that at the back and cause turnovers of possession. Conversely, for Lazio, they're happy to draw on that pressure because they think they can break you and get in behind you. I mean, this is a game which you think, huge game for Chris Smalling. I mean, part of what we talk about with Smalling is he is fast in the recovery. He is capable of picking up those things. I think there's going to be a need for that at some point in this game, because Lazio are so good at making those spaces. So, I don't know. I mean, it's a cliche, but it's still true that a lot of Rome derbies, tend to not go the way you think they're going to, and things happen. So who knows? But I'm definitely fascinated to see that.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.